Evolution means to me continual improvement. So if we go with Darwin, right, and survival of the fittest, right, as the story of evolution, then you have to change, right? You have to find the optimum way of doing things. It's the natural course of events.
So evolving our business in the way that we conduct, operate, and develop energy resources becomes an imperative for us. It brings together the importance of innovating, accelerating, leadership, and the other aspects of this conference that we're here to have this discussion on, to bring us together and realize we have to evolve, not only as companies but as an industry, in order to be a part of that global solution.
We are evolutionary in the oil and gas industry. We're more organic. We are not revolutionary, again, because safety is absolutely paramount. So we do incremental steps.
Moving on, going forward, achieving something different tomorrow than what we achieved yesterday.
What I think is evolution is kind of at one end of the spectrum of innovation. That's the way I look at it. That one end of the innovation spectrum is the incremental improvement, and that's really evolution.
Speaking from a subsea perspective, the way pipelines were done 40 years ago and looking at how pipelines are done today, inspection and working from a safety perspective has changed dramatically, evolved over the years.
Any industry to survive has to be able to change and innovate. The challenge, I think, for the world today is that change and that evolution is happening ever more faster. It's rapid, it's disruptive.
We all want to push this envelope. We're learning how to do this individually and collectively as an industry, and we need to be open to looking at how others, faced with these similar types of challenges, have actually embraced and enabled the changes in their industries and see where we can replicate.
So in the world of the past, we could probably choose to evolve slowly. The world that we're in today requires us to constantly evolve. It requires us to be agile.
How the subcontractors are making that easier, better and lower cost, less risk to the operators, is by linking together. So the A, B and the C and the D that used to be perhaps 4 different subcontractors can now be done by one company.
Well, I believe that it's important for us to realize that the status quo for our industry simply doesn't work and isn't going to enable us to remain competitive and to enable us to solve the problems that as an industry we face today in being a part of the energy solution on a global level.
And I think it is an evolution that we're seeing. We're in the midst of it now, and we'll probably notice it in 3 or 4 years' time. And we look back, we'll say that, this downturn has accelerated the evolution of thinking to share infrastructure.
I think that that's the challenge we all ask ourselves, is how can we accelerate in this space? How can we actually enable this to be quicker, faster, and more efficient against the backdrop of the norms for how we've done business for the last 50 years?